Welcome to the Webb Report. My name is Stuart Webb. You may have seen about a week or two ago, Shia LaBeouf was arrested in New Orleans, and I guess he got out on bail and did an hour-long interview with one of Louisiana's news anchors, this guy Andrew Callahan, and he's well known in the area apparently, and so there's plenty of clips going around the internet and of this interview, and it's it's pretty entertaining, but also heartbreaking in a lot of ways. So Shia LaBeouf, Lindsay Lohan, Selena Gomez, all sorts of actors that started as children, essentially, in Hollywood. Extremely talented actors that we almost just plan for them to. We plan for their demise now. We expect it, and that's really sad. And I want to talk about why we all expect it now, and we need to talk about why we expect it. It's not just that, oh, they couldn't handle the fame, and they had a drinking problem, then it led to worse things. Yeah, some of those things can be factors, but the main factor is that they made a bad deal. They entered into they either by their own free will entered into an agreement with bad people, organized evil, or they were kind of coerced into it as young kids, and it's terrible. It's a shame, because when I see this man right here, who is extremely talented, such a compelling actor, he is, I mean, let's just go down the list. Obviously, Even Stevens, if you're a millennial kid, you were probably a fan of that show. Very clever and funny, just super talented actor, right? So we got Even Stevens, and then he makes his kind of big debut on Holes. Great movie, entertaining, again, just talented kid. Then you go down the list. iRobot, even his just kind of like, he wasn't even a big role in that, but like he has such a presence. He's such a compelling actor that it's just very difficult to ignore him. he's compelling. He's passionate. That's why we like him. We like his spirit. Then you just Disturbia, Transformers. I mean, Transformers. Come on, Eagle Eye. Even Indiana Jones, but Eagle Eye. I mean, come on, just awesome movie. He's super compelling. I haven't seen Lawless, but I probably should. Fury, just very powerful movie. He's awesome in that. I just recently watched Borg versus McEnroe. He does great in that as well, and just the list goes on. And what's sad is that we see Shia, and he's got basically all gray hair now, and he's not even 40. And we've seen over the last 10 years of his career him just having these mental breakdowns and public mental breakdowns, and that saddens me because this is not because Shia LaBeouf can't handle fame. It's because he's been abused. He made a bad deal, whether coerced or by his own free will to a degree, and it's sad to see that because he's such a compelling actor and he has a good spirit about him. Like, people, like, it's hard not to like Shia LaBeouf, but we see this constantly. Again, I think all of us can predict we just predict that, hey, if you're a successful child actor, you're compelling, and you have a great stage presence and all these things, and you have a great spirit, you can just assume that there's going to be a downfall of in a public way for most of these actors, especially the ones that are very talented. And so I am bringing this up because we should be praying for these people. And apparently Shia has turned his life over to Jesus, and I hope that's really the case. I hope it's genuine. At least it appears like he is trying to. And I want to show this clip at the end of this interview that kind of represents that. But we see this internal battle of some of these celebrities that have very public mental breakdowns, and then they try to turn their life over to Jesus. And you can tell they're trying to do it in a meaningful way. But it's just hard because of the deals they've made in the past. And we really should. We should pray for these people that they really can turn their life over to Jesus and have joy. So you can tell. So when you really have true joy, you usually have peace in your life. And you could just tell with these actors, even though they're trying to turn their life over to Jesus, they're clearly not at peace. And so we need to pray that they can truly be freed from these bounds, that the cords that they have attached to them. And because honestly, I am so over the devil taking our artists, our compelling artists, away from us, stealing our art away. Music and movies, when done correctly, can be so compelling to the soul, can be so inspirational to the soul, and that's why it's so powerful, and that's why we love. That's why actors and music and movies is so powerful, and why we inherently care about a lot of our artists, because the things that they do are inspirational and compelling to our soul. They convey meaning. They convey meaning in life and meaningful emotion. And so, yeah, I just really wanted to talk about this and honestly express my love for some of these actors, and and desire for them to repent and turn to God and do it in a meaningful way. And I hope and pray that they can do that. Let's just play this clip of Shia right here from this interview. And I mean, it seems pretty genuine to me, but it also I can sense that there is. I can sense he has struggled for a long time, and he really wants to be free from the cords that he's bound in. And I hope that he can be. I know that he can be. He just he has to really turn his life over to Jesus. But let's watch this clip. Yeah.
I wouldn't say shit. I'm thinking like,
oh, hold on. Here we go.
What would you say to Jesus if you could meet him? I wouldn't say shit. Really? Nah. But I'd kiss him. I'd kiss him. I'd kiss his feet. I won't say nothing. Chill out with these questions, Andrew.
My bad, I didn't know it was gonna make you emotional.
I'm a real Catholic, bro. A real one.
I just thought you had thought about it.
I'm a real one, bro.
What would you say to Jesus if you
So
could meet him?
I think that question really that seemed genuine to me. He wasn't expecting that question. If you watch the whole interview, which is like an hour long, they didn't really talk about religion or God that much at all, and then he just kind of pops that question just off the cuff at the end, and it seems like a pretty genuine reaction from Shia, which is good. And I hope that he means what he said there. So I really wanted to just talk about that. We see and predict all this stuff now. We can just assume that, oh, that person, Justin Bieber, oh yeah, only a couple years till they go off the deep end. Why is that? We need to really be asking the deeper question. This is not just because they can't handle a couple drinks or the fame. No, there's plenty of actors in Hollywood that handle it just fine. It's not a big deal to them. But our most talented, our most skilled, our most compelling actors and musicians, even look at Kanye West, same kind of thing. They always end up having these MK Ultra like public meltdowns, and it's sad because these are our artists that and they're, the devil, it just shows you, the devil just steals your joy away. And so my thought is just we need to pray for these celebrities that are struggling, and pray that they can be loosed from their cords, their chains that they have on them. So, and anything else I wanted to add to this? I don't think so. But anyway, I mean, just look, some of Shia's movies are just phenomenal. I mean, him as an actor, he's a phenomenal actor. And I would hate for him to go. I would hate for him to go early, if you know what I mean. And I really, yeah. But he doesn't look all that great. He looks very weary and gray hair, and so I hope we still get him for a while, and I hope he lives a long life, and hopefully makes some more great art and movies. But yeah, I don't know. So just pray for Shia and all those other actors that have been used and abused.